Hey everybody, Adam Culbertson here. When you finish this episode, or right now, add another Creative Typo Entertainment podcast into your feed. Here's a promo for one right now. Make sure you go and check it out.
Hey podcast lovers, are you looking for a story with drama?
Please help me.
Action.
If Skylar becomes a problem, I'll handle them.
Mystery.
Who are you?
Humor.
If you put too many eggs in a basket, one of them's gonna drop out and split right open.
Have I got a story for you? Sticks Shift Incorporated, an audio drama about life, death, and mayhem. Available wherever podcasts are found.
Steel your mind for eldritch horrors of the universe unknown. For what is to follow is a tale of intrigue, mystery, and madness. You're listening to Microphones and Monsters. All right, so y'all were in Eliana's house. You just got refreshments. Uzu sets down the refreshments, and Eliana speaks up, and she's like, so, what kind of deal are you wanting to make? If you remember from last session.
We didn't really have a plan.
I had 2 weeks to think about this.
It was your idea.
It
I was
was.
hoping you had a plan.
We've come here in the spirit of cooperation against a common enemy. I'm no doubt that you're aware of it right now, but we're getting close to a large-scale engagement with Haster's forces, and it seems beneficial to both of us to exchange information or some sort of resources to both benefit a common goal.
Yes. Well, I do think we can help each other.
What did you have in mind?
Have I shown you my scythe?
I believe I can offer you a means of protection while there in his gaze. Is this just for you 3? Or are there more involved?
There are more involved. We would be presumably in a group setting, all working together towards the fight. So I don't know if it is something that is a protection that is more personal based or a protection that is more far reaching or some sort of bubble, if you will. We might need to cover a large area.
Well, yes. I believe I can offer a shielding from all of you becoming undead. I could make that accommodation. It is very taxing for me to do that on such a grand scale, but what do you have to offer me?
I already gave up my ooze rock.
I have a rebreather of adaptation that I no longer need.
Oh, I have no use for
That was not in character.
simple... Okay. I tell you what, Julian.
Yeah, Julian.
Yes, this is working as expected. So, Julian, how about you owe me one?
All right.
And it'll be a long time from now, but I know exactly what we'll do. Anything else from Victor, Aleister?
I don't know. What you've offered is really helpful already. You've been a reasonable ally. So you have my thanks.
Okay. I could offer you...
I've already got a metal detector.
There's something about Haster. I'm pretty sure y'all have encountered him before as the Tattered King, right?
Yep.
Yes, I suppose that would be true.
So,
you helped us defeat him.
Well, I suppose at least tangentially.
well, yes, the Pallid Mask, yes.
Thought that was the same thing.
No, the Tattered King is more of a emissary, more powerful than the Avatar that you faced up against. The Tattered Mask, I don't...
Pallid mask.
The Pallid King.
Yeah.
The Dalton.
The Tattered Dalton.
Tattered Dalton. Yeah.
Um, you were separated from each other. I cannot... My protection... My shielding will not keep you from getting separated from each other. But I may be able to offer assistance from those that maybe you have a connection with. Some sort of bond. I may be able to bring them into the fray to help you when you are separated from each other.
You mean our friends?
You don't have any
I don't
friends.
know if I would go that far.
Friends is a word that would describe that, yes.
Friends is a word. It's a TV show as well.
It's part of vocabulary.
I'm curious to know who you might think to put with me then. I mean, I feel like in a way, friend kind of implies some type of a mutual understanding.
Mutual annihilation is a pretty solid understanding.
That's how I would word it, yes.
I mean, I don't think we can force them to assist, but if you have the means to
Oh yeah, we're just gonna
in their
pull a couple of
that would be good.
Pull a couple of beings from wherever and force them to help.
Facilitate a necessity to help. If you put them in Haster's gaze, they don't have much of a choice.
It's true. It's very true.
I mean, it's easy. You just kidnap their kids and threaten them. Like, they'll help right away.
So
they've got very particular sets of skills.
Skills that you've acquired over a long career.
Yeah. It's been
Well,
like 2
knowing
years, right?
knowing the things that I know, I can offer brief assistance from them before I send them back to where they're from.
Okay.
They will not be able to stay where you are, otherwise they will also be separated. I can only offer that protection for a very brief amount of time. But I do believe that it will be a catalyst in achieving your goals.
Is there any indication on when or how long this protection will last? Other than of the obvious of us turning undead upon gaze.
Oh, the protection that you agreed to?
Yes.
I believe I can hold it long enough that it's necessary.
Okay. I would ask that if there is any kind of lapse or change, to be able to let us know so we can make the appropriate adjustments upon the upcoming conflict. I don't want to leave anything to chance, or at least if I can help it.
No, you have no need to worry about my abilities. So, Victor.
Yes.
How would you like to taste real food again?
Trying to think. Shit.
I still have Yamnel's card. I could, set her up on a date.
I mean, don't you think Yamnel's a little young?
Age is a
He's
number.
an elf. Oh no, he's actually not an elf, but
He's got 9 lifetimes. He'll be fine.
I don't
Even
think
if he
that's
had
how
9 elf lifetimes, I feel like he'd be a lot younger than Eliana.
Honestly, Victor.
Just keep on keeping on. You do you.
You're too good to take something from.
Stiff upper lip.
Damn.
The stench of
think of how I wanna
morality
word
on
this.
you is offensive. I'm willing to help you to make you go away.
What is it that you want, Victor? Other than, like, for yourself, not for this fight. What is something that you want? More than anything.
I guess I'd I don't want to have to eat people.
What if I made you enjoy it?
Ah, yes, I see the problem. Now you want to eat people.
I can't make you human, or any other race for that matter, but
Didn't she just go on about me not downing her abilities? She just said that.
Yeah, well, I mean...
Yeah, but protection doesn't hinge on turning you into another creature.
Yeah, that's like fundamentally changing like my physical form while maintaining anything else that I might want to... There's a lot of work that goes into it.
I mean, it would just be a lot, and Eliana's just not up for that right now.
you will still have... When my end of the deal is done, you will no longer have to eat.
I like how cautious he's being about this wording. Definitely nothing up here.
You will be able to eat anything you want to sustain your life, but you will still maintain your abilities to feast on humans, elves, goblins, even, and gain those memories. So you will still be a crypt folk, but you won't have to eat them to survive.
So
but I'm also going to give you a craving.
I was thinking that was going to a different place. When you said anything, I mean, like, can you eat like dreams?
Like I'm gonna
and
be like that guy that eats bikes and stuff,
and like eat dirt and
like the guy that eats
paper.
bikes and cars.
I was thinking like soft and wet, to be honest.
I'm not sure I quite get where you're going with that. Or maybe I just want you to elucidate us further.
Or shit. I'm giving you two things.
Oh,
yeah, I'm like Victor was just answering the question, it's like, oh, is payment? You want to give me something else? That's okay, sure, that's fine. If you want as payment,
That is
for
weird. Yeah, that is weird. That
additional
might not make any
assistance,
sense.
you want to provide me with something.
here, have a biscuit.
The catch is that you'll also have an undeniable craving for human flesh.
Oh,
Victor wouldn't want to go for that.
You can eat anything you want.
You just want to.
Yeah,
eat
let's
people real
rewind.
bad.
That doesn't make any
What a-
sense.
It doesn't
Like
make any
I'm
sense.
what a monkey's paw.
yeah,
That's
it's not a good deal for Eliana.
That
I
was.
mean,
that was
if
good,
you're
Richard.
still looking for things that might be important to Victor to take away, if we're going to talk off camera, wink, wink, Max, Victor still has his cookbook and he still has his disturbing meal.
Okay,
it's kind of like a security
Victor,
blanket.
For the assistance in your fights, what do you have to offer me?
I don't know. I don't have much I think you'd be interested in. I have a lot of neat things. I have this metal detector. It needs a new battery, but I've got my cooking spot. But I guess you don't want stuff like that.
Oh no, your belongings. I have no use for them.
I guess the only thing I know that I have that maybe might be useful is this. No, not useful. Hold on. I'm trying to think of a reason why she would want either of those items, and
Okay.
I don't know what I have.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
You could take my butterfly sword.
What does she want from you?
I don't know.
Aleister,
just skipped.
do you want to chime in on this deal?
Well, I don't really suppose there's much of anything that I really have to offer.
But I don't know if it would help her, but you could write her name in your book.
We don't talk about the book.
Told
Aleister
Verdath.
does.
That was under duress.
This is
I
under
think-
duress?
I think. You know what? Never. You know what? This. I'm gonna shut up.
Well, it is a rather odd prospect, considering the fact that it's really more of a simple action, just writing a name in a book.
Another god owing me.
I'm not quite sure I understand your meaning.
You have a deal.
I'm still not quite sure what you mean.
You write her name in your Tosha book.
Well, I mean, if we're going rules as written, then, well, I suppose I don't really offer you anything then.
Whose rules? There's rules now.
I'm pretty sure that might have some sort of cosmic significance
Can
that's unintended by the rules.
I have a copy?
what was Aleister's question? You don't understand what?
Well, I mean, he just doesn't really quite understand what Eliana means by, well, a few things here. Like, firstly, Aleister doesn't know what she means by having a god over her. Secondly, he doesn't really understand why writing her name in a book, like exactly stated that way, is really sufficient. But okay.
Well, you also know that she reads your minds.
Yeah.
Not
Like, I think
mine.
she probably probed Aleister because she realized that Victor didn't have anything to offer her.
But you have to remember something, Max, that she deactivates
Damn it, she deactivates magic
things in her realm.
So I guess
So
with
I can't
her
fly?
being with
She
her being
chooses.
able to read Aleister's mind, then
Mm-hmm.
the bigger question with the whole wording and everything is, like, as stated, all he would have to do is just write her name on some random page, and that would suffice.
I
And
think she
secondly,
wouldn't fall for that.
secondly, it also doesn't keep him from then removing her name from the book. I mean, that's what would be going through Aleister's head, is like, why that's like, what? Like, if she's able to read his mind.
Yes. And she will say this out loud where the other two can hear her. She'll be like, Aleister, there is no fooling me. It will be written in your tome of Tulsa.
Well, it's not about fooling you. It's just simply the way that it was stated. It was rather unclear.
I'm making it very clear now. And you will not be able to remove my name from the book.
Julian might consider backing away slowly as Eliana seems a little more combative than normal.
For the sake of full transparency, you also understand that it would only last as long as it's used once. It will remove itself
doing
from the
us
book
one
at that
favor.
point.
I understand.
Usu, you know where the bathroom is? I kind of want to go to the bathroom now.
I do understand that.
Usu hands Julian a chamber pot.
But it's just like,
Well, I suppose if we're entirely clear on that point, then I suppose that is acceptable.
Then we have a deal.
could you give me a chamber pot that's empty, please? I mean, come on.
It is empty. Then you look at it again.
Never mind.
On that note.
I don't know if you have a limit to how many names can be in your book.
But I know there was room for at least one more because we put Varaths in it while all three of ours
There is actually a limit,
Ooh, I didn't know that.
which I believe it's actually tied to my proficiency, which means I can have up to 5 at this point. Trying to remember if that one was actually in the player's handbook or not. Also, way to gloss over the question of what you mean by a god helping.
That was intentional.
Oh no, I'm sure it was intentional. I'm just
Yeah, he mentioned it, and then all of a sudden my body was like, that's a great idea. Yeah, sorry Victor didn't have anything worth giving.
No, that
it's the only thing he's got worth giving is
Is
the
giving
lack
him
of
stuff.
something he wants.
Yeah.
It says that I can contain a number of names equal to proficiency bonus, which is 5. So
Okay, cool.
can have up to 5 names in it, which is currently, I guess, at the point of accepting that deal, Eliana, the 3 of us, and, well, I guess it would be
Yeah.
Evangeline right now.
Because I think you removed Varath and put Evangeline in it
Other Evangeline.
when we left.
Yeah,
Yep.
there's no reason to have kept Varaths in there.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah, because when we got back from there, it would have only been 4 still. So, yeah.
Plus, you could have just taken Julian out.
Well, to tell a secret, I was planning on using 2 slots for the people paired with me. So somebody got to go. And it ain't going to be Aleister.
You've got backup.
He's all in the
You've got
book right
backup
now.
lives, man. I guess you would lose the body parts of Tulsa if your body died.
Yeah, who's all in the book besides the 3 of us? And I'm assuming
Right now, at the moment, the 5 are the 3 of us, Eliana, and Evangeline.
Okay, I was
Well,
assuming.
as soon as you write it in the book.
As soon as Eliana's written in the book, yeah.
yeah, I was assuming that Evangeline was in there.
Those would be the 5 that are currently
Gotcha.
in there, like as of writing Eliana's.
All right, so she walks over
Aaron, if you're
to
listening to
you,
this, tread
Aleister,
carefully.
and holds her hand out for the book.
Well, I'm not sure if it'll quite work if I entirely hand over the book, but here, and Aleister will use Mage Hand to kind of hold the book open to the protector's page.
Okay. Are you providing a pen, or does she need her own pen?
I've got a pen
She
in
can
my
do all
pack.
that other stuff.
Okay.
but she doesn't
You
need
floating that
I
out to her.
Yeah.
She likes to amuse herself.
it'd be cool if she just
With
looked at
normal
it
shit.
and it just like wrote itself, and
It
like
just appeared.
in like fiery magical writing or whatever, and it like stays that way.
Well, I have a plan.
All right.
So she takes the pen that you float up to her, and she writes in the book. And as you turn it around and look at it, the ink is sizzling into the book.
Like
Spicy.
permanent burning her name in there on the page or something?
Like a laser printer.
That fuses the toner to the paper.
And then it stops.
Yeah.
But the name definitely stands out different than the rest of the other names.
It's done all fancy like. It's got all kinds of loops and curls
yeah.
and like
One
hearts
studied
all over it.
calligraphy.
It was actually signed in glitter pen.
But it does look like it was burned into the page where the others are inked in.
It's got smiley face wink emoji on the end of it.
Yeah. She did say you can't remove it.
Well, Alistair's not
After
going to
her
try
name,
it
it
because
just
the deal
says,
is a
"Ha,
deal.
ha,
Yeah.
ha, ha," and it gets bigger and bigger.
The rest of the empty pages in the book just have ha 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 ha
Oh, God.
in different sizes. So, oh no.
All
no.
work and no play.
But it
make
is
Jack a
burned.
dull boy.
The ink burned itself into the page, into your book.
Haha, I still fooled you. Now I destroy the book.
Doesn't sound like something
I need
Alistair would
book.
do. Destroy a toolkit book?
That's why Alistair didn't say it.
All right.
It's definitely not something Alistair would do.
So I believe that is the end of all matters that you came to discuss.
Well, and then
I
some.
think that concludes our business here.
Thank you again.
Oh, yes, thank you. And Julian, I will be seeing you in another time.
In another place.
No, I like it.
Of course.
Nope, you're going to be
You're
right
her new
here.
servant. She gives Usu a vacation for 3 weeks, and you have to get her tea.
I'll send for your bags.
Well, I hope you enjoyed the refreshments, and yes, I believe you can just walk through the door here and out, and you will be back in your ship.
I said shit for a minute. It's like, you'll go back to your sty.
Go back in the shit.
Go back to your quarrels.
Your quarrels.
It's mine. I own that gnome now. Oh, God, I've become Yamnal.
All right, Victor will.
If there's nothing else, then
Victor will get up and tip his hat and be thankful she didn't take anything from him and leave. He didn't really want to get Victor.
Quick, before she realizes.
Would you like try to like pull it out and just kind of like be like, you know, scanning on the ground to see if you can find anything? Like, see, it's got uses.
Would you charge me anything to make this battery work?
what do you have to offer?
One dead battery in exchange for a full battery.
No.
Yeah.
No, you get out of there before anything else.
Do you have a charger I could use?
You're getting out of there without owing
Victor,
her
That's why
anything.
Victor got up and politely, signaled thank you, goodbye, and left.
Yeah.
Adam, great idea for TikTok. Do the trade offer meme, but do it as Eliana.
I'm afraid we've corrupted Victor a little too far.
Yes.
All y'all heading out?
Yep.
All right. Say you open her door, you're seeing outside into the street, but you walk through and you're back in the room.
Guess I'm not putting on a show.
You watch each other. Whatever order you go, you watch the others disappear walking through the door.
Yep. Oh,
What were you saying?
like after Victor walked out the door, I think Victor didn't quite understand that literally outside her door, like he thought they'd have to walk to the edge or something of the town again. and guess I'm not putting on a show.
No, we don't have time for that.
Well, that interaction was quite exhausting. I think it's time for another nap.
How much time do we have left?
Enough time to say what y'all leveled up and got.
Next time. I don't know if that's the end of the episode or not. Probably not.
No. It might be. I don't know.
Next time on Microphone and Monsters, Eliana defeated.
All right, who's going first this time?
Victor
Victor?
pawning off his deals on other people.
Y'all didn't
To
even
what depths will
y'all
he
didn't
sink?
even ask her about
What
the
visions?
visions.
No. Oh yeah, those.
Oh, it's fine.
Are we
Everything's fine.
supposed to?
Yeah.
Okay.
No. I'm
It
just saying.
seems
y'all
like
didn't-
she's pretty involved in this particular fight against Haster, so I will retcon and say Victor didn't need to ask because he figured that she's been sort of in the background of the fight against Haster for a while, and she wouldn't be helping them, even charging them for things if it wasn't beneficial.
You got that +5 bonus in wisdom.
No,
man.
that's just proficiency bonus. That's
Alistair
not
didn't
a
feel the need to
modifier.
ask her.
Oh,
No.
I thought you had a
'Cause-
5 modifier.
Because Alistair already understands the visions entirely,
Mm.
and he doesn't need to ask.
All right.
I guess I'll do the quick level ups.
Okay.
I can now attune 5 magical items, and I got some more infusions, and I created 2 new infusions because this is the important time. Amulet of Health and Belt of Hill Giant Strength. Gives me a 19 con and gives me a 21 strength. So I will infuse that into the mech suit. The mech suit is quite much more potent than it was before.
Tank.
Kind of now.
The tank
Yeah.
suit now.
Yeah.
Spell wise, I don't think I got anything else. I think I had Storm Sphere already, but I got, yeah, I think that was it. I have a fourth. I think the 4th level was I can't remember if it was this level up or the last level up. But yeah, I'm ready. I think.
Good for you.
Oh, and I rolled pretty hot on the HP, and then with the Amulet of Health, it bumps me up to a whopping 124 HP.
Nice. Stand in front of me, please.
On your left.
No, in front of me. I can go next if you want. So I level 14. I did my usual, roll of less than half of what's possible. So Victor has an HP of 85 now. With the 15 temp hit points, that's 100. So that's Victor hit temp 3 digits.
Pretty good. 3 digits is good.
Yep. No matter how you get it.
Victor got at the monk level up. Victor got Diamond Soul, so Victor now has proficiency in all saving throws.
Good to have.
And whenever I make a saving throw and fail, I can spend a key point to re-roll it and take the second result. So essentially, key equals advantage on saving throws. And I'm already proficient in them because Psychic Feast went up to a 6d6. So if I ever decide to use that, it's a little bit more powerful. And I missed part of my last level up that I caught this time with my increased proficiency bonus at level 13. All the things that I had insight on, I got, another +1 or +2, depending on whether I was proficient or not with them. So that is cool. And then I forget if I mentioned this, but I also didn't understand how monk weapons worked very well in conjunction with the martial arts. And so apparently everything that I have is at least 1d8. So the ninja stars were actually a lot better than I realized the whole time. But I know now, which is what's important. So I think that's my level up. Yeah. It's pretty not too complicated, but some good stuff. We're not talking about what we're going to do in the time yet. We're just talking about the straight level up.
Yeah, because
Cool.
y'all already did cover up like what y'all were preparing and stuff last session.
Yeah, I had one more thing I was going to add.
Okay, actually, go ahead and say what you were doing during.
Yeah,
during that
Victor would have once they got back on the ship and got settled back in. Victor would have gone and found out what the funeral arrangements were for Yelke's remains.
Okay,
because Yelke was the tactical officer on the ship. He must have been good at something, and so Victor figured it wouldn't hurt to try to gain some sort of insight from Yelke himself. So Victor would have, quietly gotten some of Yelke and prepared it. He hasn't been able to prepare his meals in a while. So it was a little bit relaxing. So in addition to all the practicing and kung fu fighting he was doing, working on leveling up, he also took a break to cook Yelke in a way that wasn't gross, like eating people.
Yeah.
So Victor would attempt to get any useful information that Yelke would have had in his brain. Maybe he didn't mention to other people, or just in general something that may help in this upcoming battle that was kind of Yelky's, domain, and just and see what happens there. And then I whenever you're ready, I can actually try to pull an insight as well.
Yeah. So the memory that you get is shortly before he would have turned undead.
Mm-hmm.
Quarrels actually knocked him unconscious and absorbed him into the ship, and after feeling constant moving around you in the memory, you are eventually exposed out into space, and you see a direct sight of Hasters.
Oh, good.
What?
Wonderful.
Here's my
And
dice
what
for the
you
dread
see,
save.
it looks kind of like a moon in a way, like a moon would be in a sky. But what you're seeing is a gigantic entity vaguely resembling a shrieking disembodied head flying through the air. Its surface bristling with tentacles, eyes, mouth, and oozing boils.
That's no
Lovely.
And then Yelky turned undead, and the vision or the memory ends. And what insight do you think Yelky would have, or what kind of skill?
Yeah, I was thinking about that. As a tactical officer, a lot of the time you're trying to plan, based on your feelings about your opponents and the situations and stuff. So I was going to shoot for insight.
Okay. Yep. He has insight.
Ooh, okay. Nice. That helps a lot because I'm proficient in insight.
Nice.
I got to figure that number out. Cool. And that is what Victor would have done in addition. I saved that for the level up. I thought about it as I was doing it because the level up, increased the number of insights I was able to have as well. So
Cool.
So you got an insight.
How do you spell Yelky?
It was YELQUI, I think. Hold on, let me look. I could be wrong there. I will tell you.
YELQUIMNOP.
LMNOP. Oh, it's just YELQI. Yelky.
Okay. No U.
So you can turn into a Dreamland's Dragonborn.
What color am I? All of them?
Yeah, rainbow.
Yeah. Very bright, different colors. Purpley, green, yellow, blue. Neon kind of color.
Because like half of my other insights are human, so I can be several different humans, and a deep one, and then Dagon, which is more than a deep one, and Bugbert, and a male Tabaxi, and a gnome. I can be a gnome. I can be David the gnome,
And a Yelky.
and a
You
Yelky.
can be Yelky the David.
What?
Yes, of course. Yelky the David.
Yeah.
That makes sense. All right. That's it for Victor.
Yeah, that's it for Victor. I can't think
Aleister.
of anything else.
Well, Aleister's level up is actually really short and sweet. There's only two things. One, increase in health. Another pretty decent roll. Brings Aleister up to 104.
Nice.
Yeah.
Last place for
Well, you did roll like crap the whole campaign.
Oh, yeah, that's surely my fault.
No,
Consistency.
it's not, but cause and effect.
So the other thing is I actually get another patron ability, which with what I've been doing, Time's End, it's a pretty good one. If I'm reduced to 0 hit points, I can use my reaction in order to vanish out of the normal flow of time. The attacker effect that reduced me to 0 hit points automatically fails to kill, but inflicts any other effects on me normally. You regain up to 2 spell slots and can spend up to 5 hit dice to regain hit points while outside time, and then reappear in original location or the nearest unoccupied space if it's occupied at the end of your next turn. You can't take any actions while outside of time, and can only be used again after a long rest. So, yet another way that Aleister can get out of death.
Yeah. So can you get in front of me as well? Victor has nothing except your book. And
things that
100 hit
Aleister can
points.
do. I mean, what can I say? It's kind of like Aleister's thing. Like, Aleister intends to never die.
Right.
Like, if death ever comes for Aleister, he plans on just, like, slapping it around with his tail and then running off going, whoop, 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 whoop.
Well, I have a Dow that does an additional 1d6 poison damage.
Got 'em.
So I'm thinking about using my wraps to extend the reach of my Dow. But I don't think Adam will let me do that.
Only one way to find
I
out.
use the wraps to grab the Dow and go out the 40 feet and then do the extra d6 poison.
Only one way to find
Only
out.
one way to find out.
Only one way to
Exactly.
find out.
Trying to assume what I'm going to say yes or no to is not good.
Yeah. Well, we'll see then.
Hey everybody, Adam Culbertson here. This is the last of the month of September episodes. There's only 1 month left. There's only 8 more episodes left of Darkwell Chronicles. Oh man, are they gonna be able to make it through this fight? Is everybody gonna survive this encounter with Aleister and his armies? I don't know. Guess you're gonna have to listen to the next 8 episodes to find out. I so hope that you have listened this far and you enjoy it. If you haven't, please go leave us a review. It means the world to us. Hell, if you want to update your reviews with, or writing a new review with what you think about the show now versus whenever you made your previous review. And of course, there's always Discord. Come and talk to us in Discord. We got the spoiler channel to talk to hop in and talk about all the theories. Maybe some of this will answer some of your theories. Maybe it'll cause more questions. But definitely come get on Discord. Discord.gg/creativetypo. And of course, you can find everything else at mikesandmonsters.com or our network site, creativetypo.com, for information about all of our shows. The music in this episode was written and produced by Marco Mazzei of Fallen Highway Studios. And thank you so much. I can't believe this is almost over. And man, it's been a lot. So I thank you for going on this journey with us, with these characters, and us telling a story and us being able to see your reactions this entire time. I can't ever thank y'all enough for being a part of this. And I hope you join us for this last month coming up of the Darkwell Chronicles. See you next time.